Welcome. Now, I've got something actually fairly exciting that I've created just for you. And in this class, I'm going to take you through a walkthrough of some of the topics in economics, the biggest topics, some of them that just really interest me, and I think that have just got such a profound impact on the business world and just in the world in general. So this is going to be a very exciting class. It was fun for me to make, and I hope that it's going to be both challenging and exciting for you as well. I will say it's going to be quite action packed, so buckle up, okay? But before we get into things, I just wanted to kind of introduce myself and walk you through who I am, my background, just so you got to know me a little bit better. So let's see. So you can call me, some people call me Professor Kidder, Dr. Kidder, or, or you can just call me by my first name too. I can skip formalities, whatever's convenient for you. So, but my PhD was in economics from the University of California, Irvine. You see, I'm just actually on my LinkedIn profile page. And by the way, you're going to need a LinkedIn profile to complete this course. Okay, we'll get into that more later. I'll have that in a second video, but get a LinkedIn if you don't have one. So my PhD was at University of California at Irvine. And then actually I had spent, I spent actually 6 years being pretty heavily involved physically in China, looking at trade policy type topics. I had a 3-year appointment post graduation as an assistant professor at University of International Business and Economics, which is a very top ranked school in China. And I was also had an appointment at a think tank. It was kind of a dual appointment at a research institute for global value chains. So in summary, what I did is I was writing policy papers on different types of trade policies during this, U.S.-China trade war, and I was, physically on site, ground zero during the trade war. Having meetings with, had some very interesting different exchanges, I will say, and I was at the center of some of those. So it was very interesting. But my work was mainly just to write policy work or policy pieces for different, in collaboration with different think tanks like the World Bank, Asian Development Bank, and these, and we'd actually pull some paper. You can see some of those actually on my LinkedIn site if you have further curiosity. I'm also currently Chief Operating Officer at the International Trade and Finance Association. We put on yearly conferences and have some really great speakers. I last year had the chief economist or former chief economist of the World Trade Organization, who was a former colleague of mine in Beijing, come and give a talk up in Richmond, Virginia, and it was extremely interesting. I will post some, maybe I'll post some links and such in case you're interested. I think amazing perspectives that were gained there. And currently, I'm a tenure track professor at Newberry College. So I was called into Lander to actually do a course redevelopment. You might actually, a lot of people ask, how'd you go from Beijing to Newberry? Let's just say this, I kind of had tippy-toed out of China, and I think there's no way, and well, I'm sure there's no way in chance I can possibly come back. I've since written several pieces that have been very critical of the Chinese Communist Party, and I want to be very clear that I really dearly love Chinese people. They're amazing. The culture is great. I am staunchly against communism in general. So that's just my bias, and I'll be right out there. And I've come out there and written some things. And once you do that, you're kind of on a bad list. So anyway, I've been very happy to be here in the South, in my country, just being able to, write and push out ideas and things very freely. And so thankful to be here. You all should be very thankful for the blessings of just being able to speak without any kind of reprisal. Okay, so that's something don't take for granted, I'd say. So that's me in a nutshell. Again, I was brought in to redevelop or redesign a course that was before I had gotten here at Lander, and the course that I was initially sort of brought in to look at was very textbook. And I've created a course that is very not textbook. So the course that you have is going to have a book. You have this book is so first off, I'll say the course is divided into microeconomic topics, and then we'll follow up with some macroeconomic topics. The microeconomic topics we're going to look at are pricing and revenue optimization. And this book, actually, you should read who the author is. Robert L. Phillips. So Robert L. Phillips is the director of pricing research at Amazon. Okay, this is if you want to know about pricing and how pricing is done, think about Amazon. It's a place where they have to determine prices, and it's not just to the things that are sold on the online store, but also prices of all kinds of ancillary services, of cloud services, of all kinds of different pricing decisions that need to be made in real time. Millions and millions of these need to be made in real time. So by sort of midway through this course, you're going to have hopefully a very solid grip on how those kind of optimization and that kind of decision making is being done at the most sophisticated, highest levels. Okay. And I'm going to actually walk you through, first off, I'll walk you through um, some interesting topics. And in fact, I'm starting to talk about the course. So let's just go ahead and I'll jump over to the different modules so I can ground my feet on reality for you all. Is So the first four modules we have, you're going to start off with several data science type Tableau projects. So Tableau, there's two big sort of conceptual objectives in this course. Okay, one is to teach you about how prices are actually determined in the marketplace. The second main objective is a macro objective to help you understand how macro policy is made, how it's evolved. And I'm going to set that conversation, that macroeconomic conversation, in the context of asset bubbles, which I think is a cool way just to look at economic history. So I'm going to give you that asset bubble sort of perspective on U.S. history and all the way up to the present, and talk about how the policy tools have sort of evolved. And you'll hopefully have a really good grasp on how bubbles form, how they're, how they pop, how they or deflate. And, we'll get a lot of depth that I hope will help you to make better sort of investment decisions and business decisions. I think this will help you not only understand the world that you live in and why it's the way it is, but also help you to make decisions that optimize to make make your businesses or even your personal finances more profitable. So it's got a lot of real benefits there. And I've taken advantage of that too. So I'll talk about that later. I won't dive into that now, but there's some real clear business acumen types of things that you should hopefully get out of that second half. Okay. Um, so microeconomic price theory, macroeconomic asset bubbles, and through all of this, we have a third thing that I really want to focus, a technical type of skill, which is that of data science. And so data science, and don't be too scared. There's no prior knowledge of advanced statistics or calculuses are needed. I've put data sciences. I do a lot of that myself. I should say this. I skipped part of my profile, but part of what I do is actually I write artificial intelligence, or what we call machine learning algorithms, and that's sort of my what I really enjoy doing is creating machine learning algorithms that actually well, I don't want to give it away, but I actually have created a time machine. Okay. I've got a time machine, and I'm going to share that time machine with you. I do a lot of really advanced stuff in just some different types of programming languages, which you won't have to do at all. In fact, what I've got for you is something that will put data right at your fingertips. Okay. And this is Tableau. If you don't know what Tableau is, you will by the end of this course. Not only will you know it, you're going to get certified in Tableau. So certifications, take it with a grain of salt, but it's going to be a LinkedIn certification that you can also share with your professional community if you so choose. Okay. The Tableau is actually very nice for people who are not necessarily programmatically inclined. So it puts data science at the fingertips of a lot of users who may, if you don't like to write crazy programs, and I mean, I could show you what some of those look like if I go like, just to give you an idea about some of the programs. Programming is quite involved. I think we'd have to spend a lot of time, and I would love teaching you programming. And if you have any kind of interest in programming, by all means, I'm super excited to try to show you some of those things. But the codes that this is a very simple code, but this is all code that I wrote. just for scraping off some websites and stuff. It gets involved, and it's more than I want to go into. So you don't need to do all that kind of crazy stuff. This is just grab, drag, and drop. Okay, drag and drop, and you can get some incredible analytics out of Tableau. And even better yet, you can create what's called a storyline. So, this is an assignment that I'm going to have you do later in the class, but it'll be actually to pull data in and create your own little storyboard to try to bring some life into the data. And that's where I want you to see yourself. I want you to see yourself as storytellers, and that's what I want to try to get out of all of you, is to be able to take you from a place where you can just go actually get data and then bring it to life in a visualization. And that's what Tableau is. Tableau makes excellent visualizations and puts them right at your fingertips. And so I hope that you really enjoy it. Now, with that said, I will say this. Your Tableau, I'm not here to teach you Tableau per se. Tableau is going to be taught through actually just by doing. And there's a learning certification that you're going to go through in LinkedIn Learning. So you'll need to sign up for a LinkedIn Learning account. I think it's like $30 a month. And it actually gives you access to thousands of different professional development types of classes. So it's a really cool way to actually just augment your skills. I'm showing you this in Tableau. I encourage you to just go see what LinkedIn Learning has. It's got a ton of stuff from management, strategic management, all kinds of stuff from marketing. I mean, you name it, anything professional. LinkedIn Learning's got a ton of stuff there. So these are great different contents that I found. And there's a course that I already have actually registered for, and I'll show it to you. Some of these are just courses that I was searching when I was looking at designing this course. Let's go look at learning history. The course will be actually Tableau 10 Essential Training by Kurt Fry. This course, and I'll show it to you. Basically, you'll just walk through a lot of different, how-to tutorials, and hopefully also at the same time, just kind of, at the same time, have your computer up and going and follow along. And then I'll have assignments that'll be specific to revenue optimization. So I'm here to teach you actually not Tableau. I think Tableau is something that I'm hoping you'll be able to learn on your own within the context of LinkedIn Learning, and then be able to actually apply that within our course. And it's the application. And I'm going to try to help bring some topics to life for you and help deepen your understanding about pricing. So there's a lot of things that we're going to accomplish here. I got to tell you, the first few weeks, the first half of this course, just prepare on putting some time in, and this is going to be quite a lot. Okay. So, quite a lot. I just got to warn you on the first few the first block all the way to module 4 is going to be a lot of material, just content wise, to wrap your head around, and then also technical skills, new technical skills. By the time you get later on in this chapter, though, in these modules, I know exactly that you're going to be cruising in Tableau. You're going to be doing things that in the beginning you felt were difficult. There's a learning curve, is what I'm telling you. So just get prepared for that learning curve. It happens anytime that you face a new software or try to make a new skill. There's that initial learning curve. So just imagine that the next month is going to be challenging. Okay. And the more you challenge yourself in this next month, just jump up that learning curve, and then hopefully you'll be just rocking it by the end. Okay. And that's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping by the end of this class, you all will be proficient data storytellers. Okay. Who have frontier knowledge of how prices are set, and how the macro economy is driven by these different asset bubbles and the responses. So we got a lot, but I'm excited. And this, I can guarantee you, is going to have just a very great, I think, a very great impact on just you as a professional within business, as far as making you more, just more astute, and hopefully, I hope that you get a lot out of it. I really hope that you value it, and I hope that This is the first time, actually, I got to say, the first time that we are delivering this course. So fingers crossed, I'm with you. And if you need anything at all, please reach out to me. You have my cell phone. Call me anytime. Email me. I absolutely want your success. And one thing I will say, do not wait. Don't wait. If there's any bump, if we have any glitch, any bump in the road, just get on me and let's get this worked out. Okay. It's going to be fast moving, so we can't get behind. I mean, we're hard hitting right from the get go. Okay. So anyway, hope you're not too intimidated, and I hope that you're excited to sort of augment yourself in this course. And I hope that you get a lot out of it, and everything I intend for you to get out of it, I hope you get. Okay. Anyway, it's nice to meet you, and we'll talk soon.